Love and Duty by Alfred, Lord Tennyson. Of love that never found his earthly close, what sequel? Streaming eyes and breaking hearts? Or all the same as if he had not been? Not so. Shall error in the round of time still father truth? Oh, shall the braggart shout for some blind glimpse of freedom work itself throw, madness, hated by the wise, to law, system and empire? Sin itself be found the cloudy porch oft opening on the sun? And only he, this wonder, dead, become mere highway dust? Or year by year alone sit brooding in the ruins of a life, nightmare of youth, the spectre of himself? If this were thus, if this, indeed, were all, better the narrow brain, the stony heart, the staring eye glazed o'er with sapless days, the long mechanic pacings to end. Thro, the set grey life, an apathetic end. But am I not the nobler Thro, thy love? O 3 times less unworthy. Likewise thou art more Thro, love, and greater than thy years. The sun will run his orbit, and the moon her circle. Wait, and love himself will bring the drooping flower of knowledge changed to fruit of wisdom. Wait. My faith is large in time, and that which shapes it to some perfect end. Will someone say, then why not ill for good? Why took ye not your pastime? To that man my work shall answer, since I knew the right and did it. For a man is not as God, but then most godlike being most a man. So let me think 'tis well for thee and me, ill-fated that I am. What lot is mine whose foresight preaches peace, my heart so slow to feel it? For how hard it seemed to me, when eyes, love languid Thro, half tears, would dwell one earnest moment upon mine, then not to dare to see. When thy low voice, faltering, would break its syllables, to keep my own full tuned, hold passion in a leash, and not leap forth and fall about thy neck, and on thy bosom, deep desired relief. Rain out the heavy mist of tears, that weighed upon my brain, my senses, and my soul. For love himself took part against himself to warn us off, and duty loved of love. O this world's curse, beloved but hated, came like death betwixt thy dear embrace and mine, and crying, who is this? Behold thy bride. She pushed me from thee. If the sense is hard to alien ears, I did not speak to these, no, not to thee, but to thyself in me. Hard is my doom and thine, thou knowest it all. Could love part thus? Was it not well to speak, to have spoken once? It could not but be well. The slow sweet hours that bring us all things good, the slow sad hours that bring us all things ill, and all good things from evil, brought the night in which we sat together and alone, and to the want, that hollowed all the heart, gave utterance by the yearning of an eye, that burned upon its object Thro. Such tears as flow but once a life. The trance gave way to those caresses, when 100 times in that last kiss, which never was the last, farewell, like endless welcome, lived and died. Then followed counsel, comfort and the words that make a man feel strong in speaking truth. Till now the dark was worn, and overhead the lights of sunset and of sunrise mixed in that brief night. The summer night, that paused among her stars to hear us. Stars that hung love charmed to listen. All the wheels of time spun round in station, but the end had come. Oh then like those, who clench their nerves to rush upon their dissolution, we too rose, there, closing like an individual life, in one blind cry of passion and of pain, like bitter accusation even to death, caught up the whole of love and uttered it, and bade adieu forever. Live, yet live, shall sharpest pathos blight us, knowing all life needs for life is possible to will, live happy. Tend thy flowers, be tended by my blessing. Should my shadow cross thy thoughts too sadly for their peace? Remand it thou for calmer hours to memory's darkest hold, if not to be forgotten, not at once, not all forgotten. Should it cross thy dreams, oh might it come like one that looks content, with quiet eyes unfaithful to the truth, and point thee forward to a distant light, or seem to lift a burthen from thy heart and leave thee freer, till thou wake refreshed, then when the first low matin chirp hath grown full choir, and morning driven her plough of pearl far furrowing into light the mounded rack, beyond the fair green field and eastern sea.